Hello and welcome to the CDO Magazine interview series. I am Maria Espona with ARGIC, Argentina Information Quality, and we are partnering with CDO Magazine, MIT, CDO IQ, and the International Society of Chief Data Officers in a series of interviews. Today, I have the pleasure of talking with Tracy Parsons, CDO at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Trade of New Zealand. Welcome, Tracy.
Good morning, Maria. How are you?
Fine. I have a series of questions for you. If it's okay, I will start to asking them.
Great.
Thank you. So, in order to implement all of these strategies and prepare your products, and in this journey that you are going through, you have to hire a specific expert to work with you.
Yeah.
Or you train or train the local experts as well, the people working with you through seminars or special events.
So when I first started, I had one person, and as part of our forming our strategy and then our business case to get the funding to put in place the infrastructure that we needed, whether it was the people or the technology or the processes, we did a stock take of what the numbers of data analysts that we had in the ministry, and also what was their skill level. Now, in New Zealand, Statistics New Zealand is the government chief data steward, so they're responsible for looking after improving the data system across the whole public sector. And when we did the stock take, or were wanting to do the stock take, at that time, they had developed a very detailed data capability survey. Mm-hmm. And we were fortunate enough to be the pilot agency for that. So using that survey, of the 14 data analysts, we only had 14 in the entire ministry of about 1,800 staff, so not many. We were able to get those data analysts to complete the survey, which meant we knew where the skills were across 32 different data capabilities or skills. In terms of what we were trying to achieve, we knew what skills we needed and what level, like beginner, intermediate, expert, and we could see there was a very big gap. So we used that to inform a business case where we had to go and hire a whole new team. So the survey, the capability survey, which is on the Statistics New Zealand website, which is www.stats or stats.govt.nz, has been very useful. We run that survey once a year because it's a way of measuring how the skills of all our data analysts are growing across the ministry. So part of my role is to build data capability, and that's not only the infrastructure and the data products, it's the skills across the ministry. And the survey is a good way to measure progress, but in terms of how we actually do that, we have a training program. We have 3 to 4 different training offerings that we provide at the moment. We have a data community, which is like a monthly get-together for people who are interested in data. We don't have enough people to only have data analysts, so it's people who are interested, and that we send a newsletter out as part of that, which with links to resources and things. We have a whole lot of content and resources on our intranet pages. Then for the professional data analysts, we've gone from 14 to 22, so that's quite, it's still not many, but percentage-wise, it's quite a good increase. Though we've designed a half-day course, but it's spread over 4 weeks because there are exercises that need to be done in between. So that's for our data analysts to upskill them in the data management standards and practices that we're putting in place. And from passing that, they get given access to our professional reporting and visualization tools. For stewards, we provided a training program for our data stewards. And then lastly, for the senior managers in the ministry, we've got this training course, which we're rolling out very slowly, and it's called an executive brief. And that's a half-hour meeting with an executive manager so they understand how data can support them and then what they need to do. So that's what we're doing at the moment. We've got more plans in the upcoming year. We want to think more about how we can upskill our foreign policy staff or our diplomats to use data in their day-to-day work. So that's the next course that we'll be developing.
Wow, I'm amazed about what you achieve and how you did it. I think that when you do these surveys, it's not only a tool to gather information and to see the situation, but also to indirectly involve the different people or stakeholders that you have. It's like, if since you are, as you said before, this is a change, organizational change that you are promoting, having them involved through a survey and then providing them courses, it's like they are part of this change and not, you can say, the victims of it. And they know that.
That's exactly right. Because we don't know people's survey results because they're anonymised, of course. But of course, people can take away their own results and they can just discuss them with their manager, and because they can see where they are, and it means they've also got the knowledge to upskill in areas if they wish. So we use the survey results to inform particularly our data community sessions, but to inform what future courses are needed. But as you say, that participants can use it too.
That's fantastic. And if you have to summarize of all your achievement, because there are too many, because I can see because of what you are saying, which one you will highlight and say, this is my top achievement so far?
I would say my top achievement is when I started in August 2018, the ministry didn't know what data was, because the career people in the ministry, the people who had only ever worked in the ministry from getting out of university and then moving up into being more and more senior roles, they'd not been exposed to data. And so I would say my big achievement is, so I'll quote what someone said to me fairly recently when I had to present on something to one of our senior leadership team governance boards, and they said, Tracy, everyone's talking about data and information now. So I'd say that's my achievement, because people weren't before. In fact, they didn't even know what data was. So they certainly weren't talking about it.
That's certainly a lot. And it's in few years only you achieve so much that I believe that you will achieve much more and great things, and you will be able to promote the change that you are looking forward in the ministry. Thank you for making us think about all these topics, not only about data, but also about organizations and the role of women in the data world. And I would like to thank you again, Tracy Parsons, for joining me today. And please visit the cdomagazine.tech for additional interviews. Thank you.
Thank you. It's been my pleasure.